That Sheriff Mike and Liv are in a pretty good place when this new detective Lena barges into their investigation, and Liv seems to feel threatened. Why do you think that is, Elizabeth?
I definitely think Liv is threatened. It's like she's the youngest child and no one is listening to her anymore. And, she and Mike have come such a long way in such a short period of time because it's not that much time that's actually happened in season one and season two. That when she finally feels like she's got this sort of better footing with him and it's a bit more of an equal relationship, she shows up and turns everything on its head and kind of starts treating me like Mike did at the beginning a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right, thank you. And do I get to ask Corey a question, or I have to come back for that?
It's just one question at a time. But hopefully we'll have
Okay.
time at the end for the next one.
All right,
Jimmy,
thank
is
you.
your audio working correctly? I still
No.
can't hear you. I'm sorry. Um, Jimmy,
Uh,
I'll tell you. Oh, sorry.
Caitlin, I'll send him to the journal room and have them check his audio, and maybe we can continue with the
Okay,
others,
perfect.
and then hopefully they could kick him back.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Jamie at Starry Constellation Magazine, if you want to ask your first question, you can jump in then.
Elizabeth, I think Deputy Liv is maybe one of the standout characters of the season. She's so vivacious and she's come a long way. She's gained a lot of confidence. And right now, she's on the heels of possibly discovering Harry's secret. How does she currently feel about Dr. Vanderspiegel?
I think she I don't think she thinks he's that strange or that different or anything. I think she's still trying to figure him out, but I don't think she's really that suspicious of him or startled by him in general. I think she's like, okay, we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Good tease.
I see that Jimmy just popped back in. I'll give him a second to
Mhm.
see if audio is working correctly, and then we can have
Uh,
him.
can you hear
I heard
me?
something. Yep.
Yes, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Oh, great. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
No worries.
Are you
You
ready?
can
Ready
ask
for
your
me?
first question then, and then we'll jump back to Suzanne.
Although I don't
Great.
see him.
Oh, sorry. That's probably I get. There we go. All right.
There we go.
Hey guys,
There
sorry,
he
sorry,
is.
sorry.
Hey.
All right, we're here. Corey, great to see you. We had that great 2 hour conversation last year. We talked about everything, I think. Um, but I really like the two of yours dynamic. It's really, really great the way you guys work together. And I know you talked about that last year, Corey, with me about how you guys developed that relationship. I think it's really great to see Liv coming into her confidence and gaining, more and more. But I think what everyone really wants to know is when are we going to see another duet?
Oh man.
Corey.
I don't know, man. I think, I think that particular circumstance worked. It is not my preference to revisit that only because I think it could very easily become too gimmicky. I think it worked perfectly. And I'll be honest, when I first read it in the script, I was like, I don't know, man. Is this gonna work? You know what I mean? And Chris is like, nah, trust me, man. It's gonna be great. And then when I saw it was gonna be, because at first he was like, I think you guys are gonna do a karaoke duet. And then when I heard it was gonna be "Wind Beneath My Wings," I was kind of like, ah. I mean, nothing, no offense to the song. It's a beautiful song, but I was just kind of like, wow. But the way that it played out, I think it worked great, and I think it was such a payoff for the audience, for them, just weathering this abusive dynamic, this bullying dynamic for an entire season. And to watch her finally say, enough is a freaking enough with you, bro, and smash that burger. And for Mike to discover that he, look, as much as he doesn't want to admit it, I think in a lot of ways, he needs Deputy Liv. He needs her investigative skills. He needs her companionship. He needs her friendship, and he needs her wherewithal as far as the town goes. She knows everything about
Yep.
patient. And he's still relatively fresh there, so I think and I think he found that intimidating. That he was the sheriff, but everyone respected her. You know what I mean? I think that was him trying to constantly flex and be like, no, I'm the boss or whatever. But she checked him like they were playing hockey. He knows how to use hockey because Canadian.
Yes, thank
stuff.
you. Canadian stuff. I love it. I love it. It's Canadian
totally.
corporation.
Yeah, but she checked him, and I think it's paid off, and it's also kind of playing a role in this new dynamic that's being set up because we finally have found our footing, and then something else external comes in and kind of pulls the rug out. So always got to keep them guessing.
Nice.
Perfect. So we should have time for another question. Suzanne, feel free to jump in and ask.
Yes. So Corey, after we saw the next 3 episodes, so after the new detective comes in, and at first you guys don't like her, but then it seems like Mike and she's, because they're both in the big city, start to have a friendship and maybe more. Is there anything you can tell us about going forward, whether there might be more between them?
I think as with most, not most, but many budding friendships, there's usually a rooting process that takes place as people figure out the dynamics of how things are going to work. I mean, I don't know. I think he's definitely. I think he's intrigued by her. But as far as where things are going, I don't know, man. You just got to wait and see.
All right. Well said. Well handled.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jamie, you should have time to ask another question then.
Oh, great. So we know that
sorry. I know the names are similar. I meant Jamie at Starry Constellation.
Corey, I thought it was incredible the PTSD sort of storyline that you have going on as far as, losing your partner last season, and that sort of trauma is still lingering with you. Will we be exploring that more coming up here since you left your date based on some traumatic experience you had in your past and things like that? You didn't want to lose another significant person to you. But you also have your dad who seems to be in somewhat poor health. What kind of, going forward, what kind of PTSD storylines we'll be seeing for you as far as, losing your partner and, as far as things go with the health of your father as well?
I think Chris has done a really great job of flushing out, some of Mike's backstory. I think the situation with his dad's health is one that is in the forefront of his mind, kind of constantly. He doesn't want to feel that loss and that pain. And I mean, I don't know anything about what's going to happen in the future with his father's health. But I think we've explored. I think all the things that have been revealed will play a role as we move forward. However, they won't be the focus. So it's kind of like, you have your B and C storylines as well. And so I think we kind of made Mike's journey a more pronounced part of and backstory a more pronounced part of the first half of season 2. And while it's undergirding his and Liz's relationship and dynamic in the second half of season 2, there are other things that are now going to be explored in addition to what has been revealed. It's almost like we are wrapping up certain things and while simultaneously launching new things. It's really great the way this season is arcing out. I mean, every time you think, okay. Oh, okay, I understand. That's over. Well, oh my God, are you kidding me? I mean, that's kind of what this season is, all the way up until the very end. There was I remember on like the second or third to the last page of the final script of this season, I texted Chris and I was just like, holy shit. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe what was happening. And hopefully the audience will be as enthralled as we are.
I was just about to say this might have been the longest Corey's gone without swearing, but then he did it.
Well, I'm never sure what can be used. You know what I mean? I like to drop my F-bombs. You know what I mean?
Be you. Be you. That's all you can.
Fucking yeah, man. That's what I'm gonna do, man.
We are unfortunately out of time for this roundtable, but thank you guys so much for participating. And
thank you,
Nicole.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.